Well, now, I'm smelling some bullshit.
I just spent $72 on stuff to make chili, and that's going to feed my family maybe 2 nights. $72. Y'all going to have to figure something out up there in Washington, D.C.
First, let's deal with the $72 bullshit. And that's what it is. You just said you bought enough stuff to make chili for 2 nights for your family for $72. I live just outside of the city of Chicago. I live in the suburbs of the third largest city in this country. It is extraordinarily expensive to live in our area. Let's take a look at what my local grocery store, my local Walmart, would charge us for all of the stuff needed to make chili and a side dish for 2 dinners. So I figured you'd want some cornbread with your chili, so I went in and I threw in a couple of boxes of cornbread mix. You look like a Mountain Dew family, so I threw in a couple of 2 liters of Dew to wash it down with. The eggs and milk are to make the cornbread. I'm assuming you had neither of either. There's some cheddar cheese for your chili. There's some sour cream for your chili. I didn't go with regular ground beef. I went ahead and bumped it up to chuck roast. Got enough to make enough food for 2 meals. A couple of cans of stewed tomatoes, a couple of cans of hot chili beans, a few packages of chili seasoning mix. Hell, I assume you didn't even have the Tabasco or the crackers to put into it, so I threw that in too. Total cost, $53. And keep in mind, that was taking into consideration you had no milk, no eggs, no cornbread mix to make as a side. You didn't mention anything about the side. I threw all of that in. That's also taking into consideration that you used a more expensive cut of meat in order to make these 2 nights worth of chili dinners, and that you had nothing to drink. So I threw in a couple of 2 liters of Mountain Dew there for you. $53. I went over the top and couldn't get to your $72. So bullshit. Now let's deal with the last part of your video. Washington, D.C. needs to get their shit together? So you're advocating for the federal government to step in and tell private industry what they can and cannot charge for their products. Am I hearing you correctly? Just curious.